who better to lead us off the line than this man? John McGuinness, a legend of the island. Running the number one, look at the focus, down the road, hand up, the tap on the shoulder, he clunks the bike into gear. Look over on the right-hand side for your starter. And finally, we're away for TT25. McGuinness with his 112th start off down towards Bray Hill. Next up, Dave-O Johnson on the Kawasaki. Fellow Australian Cameron Donald here. Cam, you know what this is like. First race of the week. Got to get those nerves out of the way, especially after the practice week these guys have had.
Absolutely, and straight out on that big bike. There's no easing into it on the superbike. Fastest machines on course.
Dean Harrison's had a great week, hasn't he, in the run-up to the start here? Been quick on all machinery. We're on board with him now.
Absolutely, through a blistering time down on the second night of practice, 133 miles an hour to top the chart for most of the qualifying week.
Up and over, Agos just slip up a wheel, look, and now on the run down to the first big braking zone at Quarter Bridge and laying the bike down on the right-hand side. Here it is, look, from the curb at the bottom of Bray Hill. There is nothing like this place. Michael Dunlop, after his 30th victory, going to have to beat this man as well, though, Davey Todd. Of course, his teammate and fellow team owner, Peter Hickman, missing after falling in practice. So we're down to the fast three, I think it's fair to say, but Todd is going to be a threat for sure. As we come through Glen Helen for the first time, blue skies in the background. You're on board with Josh Brooks.
Rear-facing camera, looking back, watching Davey Todd just close that gap rapidly.
Todd's all over him, looking for a way through already.
Yeah, he needs to get past. He can't waste any time.
Slots it up the inside. Nicely done. Decisive move.
Clean as you like.
Davey Todd then leading at Glen Helen by just 0.04 of a second from Dean Harrison. Michael Dunlop a further 2.8 back. We're on board with Dave-O Johnson now. On, he gets past.
Well, Dean Harrison, top of Bigarro. Now that certainly is a place to pass. And look at the ground, he's already pulling. Dave-O will use this though. He won't let him go. Hang on as much as he can. Michael Dunlop caught James Hillier under brakes, Balaf Bridge. Launches it, the typical Michael Dunlop front wheel landing. He's back on the power. He's going to want to draft past James as quickly as we can. Davey Todd. Oh, look at that. Without doubt, the most stylish on the jump over that. That's that motocross heritage.
Harrison up behind his teammate John McGuinness now. Will look to dispatch him as quickly as he can. Gets alongside him on the brakes. Nicely done up the inside. So Harrison now leads on the road. Davey Todd leads on the leaderboard. 2 seconds is the gap at Balaf. Further 2.8 back to Michael Dunlop, so just under 5 seconds across the top three. Dunlop swings through signpost. And we're on board with Dean Harrison as he comes out of Governor's Dip. Full throttle now down Glen Crutchery Road. There are 9.5 seconds across the top three riders. This man currently sitting in P3, just 0.8 behind Dunlop. He goes on to lap 2. Can he take that time back? And will it be Dunlop, Todd or Harrison? Oh, Connor Cummins. Cummins is into the pits. Looks like that's game over because it's a stop at the end of the second lap. What a shame.
Oh, it truly is. Connor's been back up to pace in excess of 131 mile per hour lap in qualifying. Is looking good with that Burrows team BMW this year.
Harrison, yeah, on board the Honda. Run by his own team, as we said. He was sitting up in P4, waiting for him to come through the next split. Harrison already up at the bungalow.
Listen to that five-blade howl.
He's been on it this week. I've been lucky enough to be courtside a few times during practice week, and he's been absolutely lit everywhere. Look, he's tucked in. He's serious about it. Yeah, he shows his leader at bungalow. Say when the other splits come through, you'll see him drop down to P3, but he's still very much in touch with this man, Michael Dunlop, or he certainly was last time we checked. Dunlop comes through. What's he got on Harrison now? 8.1. So Dunlop's gapped Harrison. Dunlop has gapped Harrison. The question is, has he closed down on this man, Davey Todd? Davey Todd leading elbow, almost down through there, fully committed. Where does he go? He's 7.2 up the road, so he's managed to take a bit back. So the top three are spread out now over 15 seconds.
Davey Todd has control of this race.
Coming in now for the pit stop. Oh, Harrison high on the RPM, hard on the brakes. Lee Johnston in the pits.
Dean is definitely going for a helmet stop, which I knew he does that all the time with his shoey helmet as the bike just rolls into pit lane now. So you'd expect to see the rear stand on first, fuel cap open first, because that's the most important bit, getting the fuel in. But we are going to run further up the pit lane now and try and see as Davy Todd and Michael Dunlop are going to be the next to arrive in pit lane. I'll see Michael Dunlop's in and he's already out. Really good pit stop by them. Slight crossover in the pits with Michael Dunlop and James Hillier. It's very, very busy down here, but you can see the top teams are really calm and methodical, trying to get the information over to the rider.
Well, looking at the splits we've got here in commentary, Todd's pit stop was some 5 or 6 seconds slower than both Harrison and Dunlop in front of him. So we're on board with him now, 150, 160, behind McGuinness now. Glenn Helen split for Harrison. Now Dunlop comes through. 12 between them. That's within 0.8 of a second of what it was before. Dunlop slightly further ahead of Harrison. But Todd is the crucial one here. The gap was 7.1. You're on board with Davo Johnson. Waiting on Todd, who's a little way further down on the road. He swoops through the left and the right. Here is Todd. He's up behind Johnson. Got to get through quickly on the exit. Oh, he's lost loads of time. Todd slides up the inside, similar move that was made earlier on in the race, but he has lost loads of time. The lead is down to 1.5 seconds from 7.1, and that was all in the pit stop. Davy Todd now. Davy Todd locked in this fight as he comes through Glen Helen with Michael Dunlop. 1.9 seconds was the split between them last time we looked. Out over the crest of the road, and Todd too is pushing. He does look comfortable on the BMW.
He certainly does, Andrew. That BMW looks like it's sitting on the road so well. Look at the gap.
Cam, sorry to interrupt. It's 0.2, 2 tenths, less than 3 tenths of a second between Todd and Dunlop. Dunlop is right there. Davy Todd must respond on this final lap. Oh no, that's Ian Hutchinson into the pits. The bike is going up on its stand and he pulls the seat off, so that's why seat broken for Hutchie. That's a shame. Well, we'll look to see him continue his brilliant recovery after that podium at the Northwest 200 later this week. But Dean Harrison now with Dunlop in behind.
Michael Dunlop has caught Dean Harrison right in the middle of Kirkmichael Village. He's on a charge. How much time is this going to cost him?
Oh, Dunlop's going up the outside here. Surely there's no room. Harrison stands the bike up, just sees him in time. Dunlop definitely had to roll off in Kirkmichael. Without a shadow of a doubt, he's done well to get through there, but not the ideal place to pass. Dunlop, 1.9. The gap has gone back up. So he's lost a little bit of time. Is it at Kirkmichael? I suspect as well Todd has responded and he's riding on the limit.
Yeah, Davy's got it together. No more unforced errors now. He's made amends for those couple of slip-ups early. No elbow down either. There's no time for showboating. He has a TT to win.
Oh, here comes Dunlop on the exit of Glen Crutchery. Yeah, sounded like he missed a gear on the exit, but he's coming out over the start-finish line now. Dunlop then, the gap was 2.5 last we checked. Here comes Davy Todd. He won the senior at the end of the 2024 TT. That was his second TT win. Tucks down behind the fairing now over the start-finish line, and he's done it. Todd takes his third TT. He wins the first race of 2025, bookends last season and this season. It is Todd at the top of the table from Michael Dunlop by a tiny margin. Dean Harrison in P3, Nathan Harrison with a fantastic P4, then Johnson, Hillier and McGuinness down to P7.